It's Monday, June 19, and time for your Barbados Today morning news update. Thanks for joining us. I'm Fernella Wedderburn. Barbadians are being urged to be on alert as Met officials keep a close eye on an approaching system. A Hurricane Hunter aircraft is scheduled to take a closer look at the disturbance sometime today, which is moving towards the west near 23 miles per hour. Here is meteorologist Rosalind Blendman on what the country can expect.
The system is expected to move westwards to west-northwestwards over the next several hours, and on this track, the center is expected to pass about 180 miles to the south of Barbados late Monday into Tuesday. However, sustained surface winds of about 40 to 50 knots, which is about 45 to 55 miles per hour, and that is 73 to 89 kilometers per hour, with higher gusts on the northern periphery of the potential storm, are expected to impact Barbados late Monday into Tuesday morning. In addition, large easterly swells of at least 5 to 6 meters, which are 16 to 20 feet, are also forecasted to accompany the system.
Now, parts of the Southern Caribbean are also on alert for the system, including Trinidad and Tobago, St. Vincent and the Grenadines and Grenada. Tropical storm warnings were issued for those countries and Barbados as of 8 o'clock last night. Two other developments. Peter Christopher Rock will appear in the District A Magistrates Court later today on manslaughter and other charges. The 48-year-old of Monroe Road, Haggett Hall, St. Michael, is the owner of the pit bulls that attacked and killed 74-year-old Veronica Lolita Gibson on Saturday, January 28, while she was walking along that community road around 5:30 a.m. She was beaten multiple times about the body and succumbed to her injuries at the scene. Rock is also charged with 3 counts of keeping dogs without a license and 3 counts of keeping dogs unleashed in a public place. Persons in leadership positions must lead by example, so says opposition leader Mia Motley in response to last week's remarks made by Senator Jepta Ince, in which he described members of the local business community as parasites. During a media briefing in the Christchurch East Central constituency this past weekend, Motley called for a change in the tone of conversations, noting that those in government and other positions of leadership must be shining examples for the nation's youth.
This language and this tone of conversation has to stop. From the Prime Minister through the Minister of Finance, the Minister of Education, to other members of this party, it has to stop. And we can't expect better of our young people. You know, when I first started to practice law, there was an offense that used to be known throughout the magistrates court called blackguarding. And old-time bailiffs would tell you for somebody who behaved in a certain way that they were blackguarding. No, I'm not seeking to call the government any of those things. But what I am saying is that we expect more and better from those who are required to lead, and that this notion that because you do not agree with someone, that you are at liberty to curse them at will, is a notion that I want to reject, to repudiate, and also to say that you really have to treat people with dignity. And I want to appeal to those who can join me in this appeal to the government, that they must change their tone to the people of this country if we are to set examples for those who are to come after us.
She says leaders must be respectful of people with different opinions and backgrounds in order for the country to get out of its current economic and social situation.
In order for Barbados and Barbadians to get out of where we are, there has to be a platform built that unites people of different opinions, different backgrounds, different races, different classes, because it is only through a unified force of us working together in a spirit of hope and transformation that we're going to get out of this rut and this deep hole that we are in economically and socially. And we can't build and work together on that bridge if we are blackguarding or cursing or being disrespectful to each other. We have to start from a position of respect.
The country's head of state wants Barbadians to step up to the plate when it comes to education. Governor General Sir Elliot Belgrave made the call during a fundraising gala dinner event held at his official residence over the weekend to raise money to pay for the education of needy children. He said those in a position to help should do so, as students are now being asked to pay for their tertiary education due to the changes in the world economy.
Those of us who care about this island and about future generations must step up to the plate and show our children and our children's children that we believe in them and in their ability to carry the torch forward to an ever brighter future. It was Thurgood Marshall who said, "None of us got where we are solely by pulling ourselves up by our bootstraps. We got here because somebody, a parent, a teacher, an Ivy League crony, or a few nuns bent down and helped us to pick up our boots." It seems to me that now would be a good time for those of us who can to lend a little bit of help to those in more straitened circumstances, because talent should not be left buried in the sands of financial hardship.
In sports, the selectors name an unchanged West Indies squad to face India in the opening doubleheader of the 5-match one-day series. The series starts in Trinidad next Friday. The 13-man squad includes uncapped player in seamer Keswick Williams, who was drafted into the squad for the third one-day against Afghanistan last week following injury to speedster Shannon Gabriel. Williams has played 8 T20 internationals and was the leading bowler in the 3-match series against the Afghans. Now the squad reads Jason Holder captain, Devendra Bishu, Jonathan Carter, Royston Chase, Miguel Cummins, Shea Hope, Ozari Joseph, Evan Lewis, Jason Mohammed, Ashley Nurse, Kieran Powell, Rovam Powell, and Keswick Williams.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
Good morning, Phillips & Company, may I help? Oh, certainly. One moment, please. Miss Phillips?
Yeah?
There's a lady on the line from the Nation newspaper who would like to speak with you.
The Nation? Will she go on?
Well, they're trying to sell us some ads.
Look, don't make me laugh this morning. Ads in the Nation? They're real expensive, and for what here, nobody ain't buying them papers no more. Nobody want to steal news. I hear reading Barbados today online for free. So I tell she thanks for calling, but no thanks. We just advertising Barbados today, families. Tell she is Barbados today all the way.
Okay, I'll pass on the message. Mom, are you still there? Oh, she put it down.
The Barbados Today, news you can trust.
To news from the region, Guyana's Foreign Affairs Minister Carl Greenidge says officials will look into reports about the treatment being meted out to Haitian migrants. We get more in this report from Capital News.
Minister Greenidge noted that the matter is not exclusively a police or immigration one, but has more to do with social integration and foreign affairs, as it is a sensitive situation and must be carefully examined.
What the Ministry of Foreign Affairs has been concerned about, and it's drawn this to the attention of the Cabinet, I believe Cabinet accepts it, is that we need to move expeditiously to decide one way or the other whether there is actually evidence, and to try and ensure that children and women who may be in that group in particular are not put in any unacceptable circumstances in terms of conditions, whilst the police try to sort this matter out. That is the situation as of now. The need to be expeditious has been drawn to the attention of the police. Our obligations internationally as regards all migrants has also been drawn to the attention of the police.
And on the international scene, French President Emmanuel Macron's party has won a clear parliamentary majority according to results, weeks after his own presidential victory. Results show Macron's La République En Marche, alongside its Modem allies, won more than 300 seats in the 577-seat National Assembly. The winning margin is lower than some expected. However, the result swept aside all the mainstream parties and gives the 49-year-old who secured his presidential victory weeks ago a strong mandate in Parliament. And with that, we come to the end of our news and sports update, but there is more on our website at www.barbadostoday.bb. You can also subscribe to our e-paper, email updates, and like us on Facebook. We're also on Izumi Media in bus terminals or screenplay at supermarkets and gas stations near you, or you can tune into Mix 96.9 FM for the very latest. I'm Fernella Wedderburn. Good morning.